Oh yeah, that's it. That's the one. Look out, ladies. I'm coming for you. Okay, there's a sanctuary. Hopefully no Trudons are in it. Never really played Diablo before. Just a little potato. Go, go, little potato, go. Hopefully I can have a quiet growth. That's the opposite of a quiet growth. That is a juvenile carno. I don't know where he's at. Sounds like they're fighting something. There's my sanctuary right over there. I just have to be able to get to it. Oh, that's a carno. Oh my. You don't see me. You don't see me. There is no Diablo here. Just keep walking. Give him a little bit. Once I get out on there, though, it's, it's over for me. Any, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, keep swimming, swimming, swimming. What you keep swimming? Okay, sanctuary. Woo. Oh. I advocate for I guess I get evicted at 14%. Walking back and forth between my little pond here and the patrol zones, trying to grow. And I hit sub-adult pretty quickly, I guess. I'm used to smaller dinos, so, you know, Diablo here was taking a little bit. I didn't see anything, even though I was this close to South, and I was going into South. I didn't see any Diablos, I haven't heard anything. Like, it's been a quiet server this far. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, it's been super quiet. I believe I'm in South here. Yeah, obviously. And I didn't realize that the diets actually changed depending on migration and patrol zones and stuff. Like if you press tab and stuff, you can physically see that the diets changed. I was unaware. I thought they always had the same diets, so I didn't know how that worked. I don't play herbivores very much, so this was a very different experience for me. It was a very slow experience. I'm used to carnivores and a lot of PvP, so just wandering around. I did eventually meet another Diablo, little guy, and two Tennos. The little Tenno was very friendly and came right up to me. The bigger one was a bit nervous. He hung back quite some time, which, from what I've seen, but from what I've seen on other people's videos and stuff, yeah, I can't blame him. A lot of Diablo players are just, mean for no reason. they'll kill you just because they can. Same with like Stego and basically every player, to be honest. Reset happened, came back, and I met it back up with my little friend here. I was gonna help him grow. We were gonna go to Highlands and check out what was going on there. We still weren't hearing anything or seeing any other Diablos, but we wanted to explore. At least I did. He didn't have objections. I lost him somewhere. I don't know what happened, but he disappeared, and I made it to Highlands. I was checking stuff out. Didn't see anything except for this giant croc, and that was pretty much a nope for me. So I went to River Delta because why not? Swamp and River Delta are my two favorite places in the game to hang out. Well, obviously I hang out in the south a lot because, you know, PvP. But aesthetically, these are my two favorite places. Then I went to Swamp because, you know, Migration Zone. I wanted to check that out. The Migration Zone was disappointing. We'll call it that. This was the only lines diet I found. The rest was S, and there wasn't any dots. I hit full grown sometime in my growth. Not exactly certain when, but I hit full, and I was reading my preferred foods here, seeing what I could eat, what I couldn't eat, and all that, because, like I said, they change. And then I came across a group of Tinnos, and it's a rather large group. You'll see them just here in a second. Very friendly. Very, very friendly. I will have to say that is my frame rates are terrible during this clip. Sorry. But that is probably the best part about playing a herbivore is just the friendliness. Like playing as the Diablo here really makes me want to play with Tinno. Just because of how many stuff I've seen. Look how many there are, and they're all just doing circles and playing, having fun and stuff. Like, yeah, real nice experience. It's very different than what I'm used to. Don't get too many of these experience playing Predators. You also get to wander the map a lot easier, I suppose, because you don't have to worry about not finding food, because you can graze. Then a little while later, look who it is. Met back up with my buddy. Did a full circle around the map and met back up. Like I said, I don't know what happened. Here he is. So we were growing in the, well, he was growing in the patrol zone. The bushes and stuff were like bugging out on me. It was like one of the only ones I could actually get to work. And the Tinnos came back to hang out, which I thought was really cool. Like I said, it's a very different experience than what I'm used to. And of course it's raining because it's the Isle. Then we decided to try some sparring. It took us a while to figure it out, but you know, we eventually got there. It was fun. It wasn't necessarily fair. I was a lot bigger than him, so yeah, that was a thing. But it was still a cool experience that you can't really get as other creatures. So I believe it's a Diablo only feature of the game. Sparring. It's kind of fun. You can see I'm just kind of pushing him back. It does consume a lot of stamina, so doing it down here is probably not the best idea. But, you know, we hadn't seen anything. We were kind of getting bored, so we were just goofing off, playing around. It was fun. This is actually the second time we're sparring. He held a little bit better this time. I think he was catching up to me pretty quickly here. If you can get perfect diet, you grow fast. And then the defining moment. We had our little fun, and we needed water. So I normally would go to the pond back in the woods. If you've watched the channel for a while, you know this. That's where I go. But we hadn't seen any action in like this entire video. So I left it up to him, and whether or not we went to the pond or the river. And yeah, I started heading towards the pond, seeing if he'd follow, and then he says river. So we headed up to the river. Most of the time it's fine, especially when you're, one of these bigger dinosaurs. I mean, I seen something there. Looked like a croc. Not ideal, but he didn't look big enough to actually grab us. Then I seen the one Sarah there. And then I seen two. It's like, okay, we can fend off two. That's not a big deal. I've never fought as Diablo, but most of the time I just learn things. It made me throw up after one bite. Then the third one showed up, and then the fourth one showed up. I don't know how many there was total. I think there was only just the four. But yeah, me not knowing how to fight, he was doing pretty good. But Diablo was a different beast. I could not figure out how to hit anything with his delayed little headbutts, and then he stays. Like, yeah. Probably should have practiced a bit more before trying to take on that many. But I died. So, I didn't get the nest like I wanted. But it was still a fun experience. I still had quite a bit of fun with it. And definitely going to revisit. Definitely want to try to nest in something. I'd like to do all the creatures, but I think that's going to be a bit difficult.